The Breakroom, a for-content production. Hi.
Hi.
You know, I try to spend so much time in the mornings prepping everything, and then I still waste almost an hour after you get here prepping everything I forgot.
Welcome to working in production, Joey.
Yay! It's almost like major productions have actual production assistants that do this stuff for them.
Oh, Joey, you make it sound like actual production companies don't also have these problems.
What? No, why? Happy Saturday before Chrimbus.
Chrimbus.
Or Sunday before Chrimbus.
Yeah.
It's the week before.
This is the week before Chrimbus. This will come out on Chrimbus.
Yes.
Well, no, it'll come out Chrimbus Eve.
Chrimbus Eve? Yes, it will be Chrimbus Eve. Have you put out your Chrimbus, your well-trimmed, moist Chrimbus bush?
No.
Do you know that reference?
No.
Seinfeld.
Is it Seinfeld? Okay, dude, it's been a long time since
George's
I watched Seinfeld.
dad did not celebrate Christmas. He celebrated
Chrimbus.
Chrimbus. He had a Chrimbus bush. A moist, well-trimmed Chrimbus bush.
Oh my.
It's either that or I'm combining multiple things in my head from high school. Either way, leave.
That sounds like a Seinfeld thing.
It might be.
Yeah.
No, he had Festivus for the rest of us.
Yes.
Chrimbus is something else entirely.
I do remember Festivus.
And I don't remember where Chrimbus came from.
That was like one of the few episodes that I do remember. The other episode I remember the most is the one they spent the whole time in the parking garage.
Oh.
It was hilarious because that episode wasn't supposed to be that. Like, they had a whole other episode planned. But, like, the car that was supposed to prompt to where they were supposed to be going and how the episode went wouldn't start.
Yep.
It was just some old beater that they bought specifically for that. And so, like, it just wouldn't start, and they just kept rolling with it.
Beautiful.
I was like, that's awesome.
Beautiful. Well, yeah, welcome back to the abode. Don't mind me, I'm just putting on my jacket.
Don't mind me just watching.
my recording jacket.
Your recording jacket?
You know. You don't have a recording jacket?
No.
What's wrong with you?
I have my hoodie that I'm wearing now. My new Jeff Ramsey Angels and Demons hoodie.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I dig it.
There you go.
It's got a nice, very metal design on the back.
Metal. Swiggity swiggity, is that? Welcome to the Breakroom!
Welcome to Breakroom.
I feel like every episode now we're waiting longer and longer to do the introduction.
I know.
We're just kind of rambling for 20 minutes and then we're like, we're in a podcast right now. We're not just talking.
I do know exactly how I want you to do the edit for the video and the audio podcast version of this though.
Oh.
When you put it on YouTube.
Okay.
I want you to do the because we had to restart the streams. People probably won't have seen it.
Yep.
I would love for it to start. I will apologize in a van, and then the intro starts.
Can I apologize in a van? So I actually have to let some people know on Discord that we're live on a different channel. So if you're watching this on Twitch, welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Hi. The last time we did this, we were doing it.
I'm doing the exact same thing I did last time, where I keep looking at the screen like that's where the cameras are. No, the camera's right here.
Cameras are right in front of our faces this time.
Yeah, but mine's like yours is at eye level. Mine's like fucking so high up. It's interesting.
Yeah, our whole thing kind of crashed for a moment, and now we're back, so we're good. I'm letting my whole Discord know that we are live.
Yeah.
So, because my channel is only set up for notifications for my stream, I got to set it up for both. Mm-hmm. So hi again. And if you're watching on YouTube, then you have no idea what we're talking about. And if you're listening on Spotify, then you can't see me staring deeply into your soul. Longfully. Anyway.
I thought you said wrongfully. I was like, oh, we're gonna make it wrong, all right.
No. This is a good street. This is a good podcast. We're good people. My voice is also gone.
Shame.
For the last 2 weeks now, I feel like my voice has been like a register lower than normal. And it's just scratchy.
Because we really kicked up the streaming lately.
Oh my god, yeah. I'm streaming 3 times a week.
Yeah, we kicked up the streaming while at the same time we decided that it was a smart idea to host our talk shows while we were planning to go to events where we'd have to scream over at least 15 people to have a conversation. Because, we're geniuses.
Oh, yeah, we're the smartest of humans. That is for certain. But yes. I just realized chat is happening.
Oh,
but
cool.
It's not actually showing for us.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not certain why. So you speak.
Is it because we turned alerts off?
Me! So how are you, Josh? You doing good?
I'm doing good. I did my own... I'll wait till I'm done showing, bro.
No, it's better this way.
I did my very first independent just me stream. It was for our channel. Okay, cool. It was for our channel, but it was just me doing it by myself.
Okay.
By myself.
By yourself.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought I could,
By your me.
by your me.
And it was very interesting because I've done streams before for Twitch. Like, it was never originally my thing in the at first, but I started getting more and more into it. Like, especially the more I started hanging out with you.
Yeah, that'll happen.
But
I'm a bad
because of you, you're also very unfortunately a really supportive friend.
Oh,
so
no.
so you decided to cast me out on my own because, like, as you said, you want to make me realize that I'm actually an entertaining human being on my own.
Because you are.
Oh, what I thought was hilarious is that when you said that, every example you gave me was literally an example of me having to rely on something some other people said and bouncing off of that.
Am I a toxic person?
No.
I feel like I'm a toxic person.
No, there's just not a lot of good examples because like you said, like you're trying to instill positive a positive mindset in me, but because my brain's a dick, it's like, no, you'll never be funny on your own. You have to rely on others.
Ah, yes, dick brain.
Yeah, piece
The
of
bane
shit.
of us all.
Yeah.
Schlong brain.
I love you.
You having a good week, Josh?
I've actually been having a pretty decent week.
Same, yeah. Apparently the last 2 weeks of 2021 are allowed to be good.
I know,
It's
right?
like,
It's awesome.
I'm in a decent mindset again. Things are looking up.
Yeah, things are going well. I'm very happy.
Yeah, same.
Although it was funny because I saw a meme and it's like, at least it can't get any worse in 20.
It was the China.
Yeah, it was the yeah. Well, it wasn't like it
Open
was the
this fucking pit.
Yeah, it was the little China hat that like fucking every death metal artist taps right before a giant breakdown. Ding,
The breakdown being
ding.
2022. There you go. Yep. Lovely.
So hopefully we don't have
Hopefully.
the sequel to the sequel of 2020.
Oh yeah, so far 2021 was 2020 Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. What would the sequel to that sequel
Remember how
be?
that was a joke and not reality?
I don't know, it was reality. 2022.
No, I'm just talking about like when we first started making videos together at the beginning of the year.
Beginning of the year.
Yeah, we made
no
the joke.
idea.
Like, yeah, it's 2021, or we like to call it 2020 Part 2 Electric Boogaloo.
I think in a video.
Can't get any worse, right?
Yeah, in the beginning of the year, it was like 2021. It can't be as bad as that year that came before this one. Yes, it can.
Yeah.
Yes, it can.
Oh, Joey and Josh, my sweet
the
summer
naive
children.
bitches that you are. But alas, here we are. Oh, I
We're
was
getting through it.
this close to ordering a Stream Deck finally.
Oh, really?
Just waiting off because I don't know if I want to go towards a Steam Deck or a Loop Deck. The Loop Deck being the one that has all the little
Loop
fancy
Deck would be
knobs.
fun.
But I have stuff for loop deckiness. I have
Oh, okay.
I have a thing that can control volume and stuff. But I still need something to trigger sounds. So right now I'm just using my keyboard. But for podcasts, it'd be great if I could, maybe one day we move this whole thing to somewhere else. But if I have a little stand, and I can just press a button and our intro plays. And transition happens and things look pretty. I would like that. That would be cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
A Stream Deck would help me. The Stream Deck could handle all of that.
Is it sad that I've literally been looking for? So like I'm planning on buying a new house. I'm already pre-approved and everything.
Ooh,
for a decent amount too.
fancy.
And I'm. Is it sad that I've been looking for houses solely for the fact of like for the
Content creation?
Yeah, like literally, like I'm looking for a house to turn into an office.
Yep. Yeah, that this loft is kind of what sold me on
Yeah.
this house, specifically for that reason. And here we are.
Yeah, then we have the fun project of putting your basement together.
I don't want to think about my basement
Yeah,
until
right.
I actually have the money to look at that basement. Aside from laundry, that basement doesn't exist. It's just there. Yeah.
It's very useful for
Trapping
me
spiders.
and my Warhammer buddies. to
Yes.
prime in your.
For painting, of course. No ventilation though, so do that cautiously,
That's
please.
That's why I brought a fucking painter's mask last time.
I was so worried because you're like, I'm gonna be priming in the basement. I'm like, you're gonna suffocate down there, my boy.
Well, it's funny because like they even recommend you to like so when it's the spray prime, like they recommend you to like stay like at least like an arm's length away from the. So like my arm's already like all the way out, and then I am staying the entire length. So my arm is about 2.5 feet long.
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah, and so I'm staying an extra 2.5 feet away from what I'm priming, and then I'm doing this, even though I have the painter's mask
So hang on,
too.
let me get this straight. So for those listening, you won't exactly understand, but
Yeah,
Josh's representation of this is literally arm up, face down, other arm out. He's literally dabbing while spray painting, and I can't tell if this is completely unironic or if this is just a representation of your stand. If you were a JoJo character, you just hoya.
That's my JoJo pose.
Just your spray paint is just.
I'm just pointing and like my hand like fanned in front of my face.
I could see it. I could see it. Yeah.
Joey, is for content a JoJo reference?
At this point, yeah.
Because we have two
Joe
JO names.
and Joe.
Yeah.
I knew this day would come. I actually saw a post recently. It was like, ruin a date in less than one sentence. And it was like, so it's called a stand, and it's a representation of this. Fuck.
So it's called Hamon, and you just get power from breathing really hard.
So it's called a Zanbakuto, and it's
Ooh, I'm very happy. We got confirmation on the date for when the new Bleach anime comes out. October next year. I'm really excited
happy.
because as much as I don't want to wait, I'm really excited because like I feel like that means that like, hey guys, we know you've been waiting a long time for this. We're not gonna fuck it up, so we're really gonna take our time with it.
I hope so. See, I love the whole thing up until the end of the Eisen storyline, and I was just not really interested.
You didn't like the Quincy's?
I think it was mainly because I was so invested in that whole storyline, and he was such a good villain.
Yeah.
That by the time it was over, I was like, I'm fine. Some of this is more filler.
The full brings did feel very fillery because literally, so spoilers for anyone that hasn't seen Bleach.
Hi.
Spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen Bleach or like has only watched. Like, if you've watched only up to where the anime is, you'll know this. Like the full brings.
Yeah.
Like that part was. I love Taikubo and his writing, and like I love most of the shit he does. But. And you can blame some of this stuff that I have grievances with on the editors of Shueisha Shonen Jump because they are a bunch of fuck asses. I won't apologize.
No, you don't have to.
Yes, there are some that are amazing and have helped create amazing stories, but then there are some that are like, hey, actually, I'll take back what I said about the editors because sometimes it's not always them. Sometimes it is like the actual like the bosses of the editors and like the editor-in-chief. Sometimes it's mostly them, as opposed to the editors themselves, who are actually there's quite a few that are working there now that are like, we really want this for it to be for the story, not to be soulless cash grab.
Yeah. And
Everything good?
oh yeah, I just want to make sure everything's good.
Okay, good.
I just wanted to bring everything over so I can see everything in real time.
I was about to say, wouldn't that be some shit? Like we've been going on about this for all this time, and then
Nothing's actually recording. Nothing's been happening. Well, that happened in the first time we went live on Twitch. Is I went to record, but only your mic recorded.
Yeah.
So I had to go in and just pull the audio directly from Twitch. It worked. It was just not what I wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I remember, like, you texted me over the course of, like, 3 days telling me how much you did not care for it.
Yeah, no, I was not pleased. This is an audio file. I was like, I can hear echoes.
Yeah.
I can hear my voice through his mic, and I was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, back to what I was saying.
Yeah,
so, like,
sorry.
the stuff with the full brings, like, that was extremely fillery. It's like, yeah, it's Ichigo's final the reason why it's called Final Getsuga Tensho is because like it uses up all your power and like so you can't use it anymore. But then they have the full bring arc, which is just like, hey, it's like turns out you have other powers too.
Right,
Because
and that's the whole thing is like if you have a storyline where you pay like you make like any type of ultimate sacrifice, it doesn't matter what type of media it is. Like if somebody dies and then the next episode, oh no, they're fine. All the weight of that is gone.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I can watch the Aizen storyline, get through that, and be like, "This is a nice ending for this character."
yeah, because that was a very perfect ending. Like, hey, like because like it wasn't just like Aizen's dead.
No,
it ended. It was like, hey, well, Aizen isn't dead anyways. Well, like, he literally made it incapable for him to die. Like, not even like the highest hierarchy in the spirit world can do anything about him. The best they can do is keep him in a prison.
Yep.
Well, I thought it was hilarious. It's like you don't know about this, but like you'll notice because I'm sure you don't really give that much of a shit about spoilers for it. Because yeah, like you said, you kind of gave up after Aizen arc. So literally the next enemy, the Quincy's, the souls of the Quincy's, which I always thought was kind of hilarious. Where it's like, hey, it's like Quincy's are the only humans that can actually get spiritual power and use it at the same level of Soul Reapers. So they're like, let's exterminate them because that's too dangerous to keep in mortal hands.
What?
So, but I thought that was funny. I was like, yeah, because when they're mortal, they can use spiritual powers equivalent to Soul Reapers. So yeah, when we turn them into spirits, that'll totally solve everything, right?
Oh no, that just makes it much worse.
No, exactly. So like, there's literally like the reason why it's called 1,000-Year Blood War is because it was literally like them waiting and strengthening themselves over the course of 1,000 years.
Oh, good.
So like, hey, yeah, it's like, hey, you know how only spirits are supposed to be able to use spiritual powers at cataclysmic levels? Now there's humans that can do it. What if we turn those humans into spirits that can? Now they're just stronger. No consequences, right?
No, not at all.
No, but like that was...
All right, maybe I do need to give that a watch, actually. That sounds interesting.
Oh, it's really cool, because like you find out that like, there's a lot more to the Quincy powers than just Spirit Bow.
Well, yeah, he was always my... Oh, my God, what's his name?
Udio.
Always my favorite character.
He's cool. He
Sassy
was
as fuck. Yeah. I know. He was great. But...
he did turn... Like, I'm very glad that like the 1,000-Year Blood War was a thing, because like I did not like how they... Because imagine if they did end it after Aizen. Like, it would end on such a sour note, because like he got really... Udio kind of got really like turned into a wimp like throughout that arc.
Those can't...
because
listening
like
can't see, but I'm literally just like...
Yeah. Well, because like you notice, like, because when you watch the Fullbring part, like he's literally just like, yeah, we did the whole Aizen thing and things are back to normal, I guess. Well, in the meanwhile, like Chad's getting himself involved with the Fullbrings, and like Orihime is like actually worried for Ichigo's mental health for not being a Spirit Reaper anymore.
That show's too good. I need to go back and watch it.
But yeah, like I was saying, like the Fullbringer arc did feel very fillery, just because there was the whole like, hey, like he used this super OP finisher move that the only way to use it is to sacrifice all the power and you just become a normal person again. And then they come in with Fullbrings. It's like, oh yeah, when you did that, you didn't use your Soul Reaper power. You didn't get rid of your Soul Reaper powers to use the final Getsuga Tensho. You got rid of one of your other fucking 7 powers because it turns out Ichigo is a part of every single species that exists in that universe.
That's why I don't like sacrifices that don't make sense. So
No, exactly.
I love
like,
Kingdom Hearts.
I
love Kingdom Hearts. This is gonna be a weird transition. This little boy is Axel that I'm holding. And in Kingdom Hearts 2, he sacrifices himself to get rid of like 30 or 40 nobodies, which is hilarious because Sora could have like one-shotted them with a single hit.
He could have just like
whatever.
Thundaga, boom, they're
Boom,
gone.
everyone's dead. But no, Axel's like, I'm just gonna put my whole being into this attack and die. And then we find out later on that nobodies don't die; they just go back to being human. So every sacrifice that like made me tear up in Kingdom Hearts 2, I'm like,
I remember I was crying like a bitch when that happened. And
you're fine.
Yeah.
Oh, your name's Lee now. Oh no, you want me to still call you Axel? Axel. Are there gonna be any sacrifices that matter in Kingdom Hearts 3? No, okay, no, okay.
We thought there were.
We thought there were. The only one that was real didn't matter because they gave her own game. Which, to be fair, I'm happy because poor Kairi had no character development at all. Yikers.
Yeah, she was damsel in distress. That was it.
Yes, damsel in distress, the game.
Yeah.
I really want the next one to just be Kairi going to Disney Worlds and actually doing shit for the first time. Because Melody of Memory is just...
Can you imagine if that's what like Kingdom Hearts 4 is? It's literally just like fucking like 10 years in the future. Because that's how long it'll take for us to get it.
Yep.
It's like 10 years in the future to where 3 ends and like Sora's like nobody knows where Sora is and like what if they just like hard transition it to like a rated M game? Like Sora, like nobody knows where Sora is.
They just released Kingdom Hearts Final Fantasy like 18 and it's actually just Sora just hanging out with square characters like, hey.
No, if I was gonna say like everyone's like grizzled and shit, like Kairi's out looking for Sora and she's seen some shit.
She's going through the Fox-owned Disney properties.
Yeah.
She winds up in Die Hard or something.
Winds up in Sons of Anarchy world.
I've been riding the Spike for 10 years. No sign of the man I once called Sora. Instead, I'm the matriarch of a crime family, selling meth out the back of a van. Donald died 6 years ago. Goofy never made it. Pluto's all I got left. It's just this dog in like a dilapidated like bag, just like.
Oh my god.
I kind of want to see this actually.
Jesus Christ. Then there's a fucking Reservation Dogs world, and it's just the 2 shorter guys that just, but their existence is to just freestyle in front of the main characters.
Is this another Disney World? No, it's a fucking
Sorta.
it's a reservation. A what?
We're on an Indian reservation.
We're on an Indian reservation. This is our people. So is this a Disney?
Where's the princess?
Where's the?
What?
You're in America.
Then they go to a What We Do in the Shadows world.
Well, the thing that gets me about Kingdom Hearts 3 is, by all accounts, Sora was on Earth multiple times. He was in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So he's just hanging down by like Florida. And then he was in Toy Story, so he's just hanging out in some American town.
I think it was a little
chilling.
farther. I think Pirates of the Caribbean was a little farther from Florida than you're making it out to be.
Well, it's down there.
Probably closer to Cuba.
Well, yeah, but Florida's pretty close to
like
Cuba.
the Virgin Islands.
Yeah, but still relatively close, right? I mean, all things considered, it's like on the scale of the globe, Josh, this is pretty close. Sora was in the U.S., is what I'm saying.
In Toy Story, he was in some random American suburbia.
I need coffee again.
Yeah, I could use some caffeine in me too.
Yeah, I'm so happy we started this without any
I know,
caffeine at all, and we just said, let's raw dog it.
It
Let's
was
go.
it was funny. We like so I literally woke up and I saw your message like, so what time you coming over? I was like,
Not gonna wait to
fuck.
lie. Same. I said that text. I was like, fuck, how long do I have?
Yeah.
But it's the end of the year. It's okay. It happens.
Yeah.
You know.
I like how we just like fucking. We just pulled a full tangent and like, so anyways, Bleach, and then yeah, so I like Kingdom Hearts. So yeah, 2021, that's pretty good year, right? Back to Kingdom Hearts.
It always circles back to Kingdom Hearts. No, but as far as,
it always circles back to Pokemon for me, usually.
yeah.
Or
Which
well, I mean, like on this podcast, it's always circled back to Shin Megami Tensei.
Still have no idea what that is.
It's my favorite franchise.
I know. And
Video
I'm-
game. Yeah, you never played any of them.
yeah. I'm very sad and disappointing.
No,
Trust
you're
me,
not. It's
I'm
just like
aware.
it doesn't seem like it's just like because so you like more like upbeat and happier games where and like FPSs where I like games that make me question my existence and
I like games that make me. I played Metal Gear Solid 2. That
doesn't
game's
make you-
terrifying.
that doesn't make you question your existence. That makes you question what is wrong with Hideo
Humanity?
Kojima.
Well, Hideo and humanity.
Yeah.
Well, when there's an AI that literally looks you dead in the face and goes, "You'll hurt your eyes sitting so close to the TV." When you're 6 years old, yeah, you freak the fuck out a little bit. Just
Well,
I
yeah,
was
but-
staring at the game, just going, "How do you know?"
Yeah, but that game also was not meant for 6-year-olds.
Yeah, I was. I don't know how I got my dad to let me play that game. That game is not. The second half of that game has a naked dude doing acrobatics around a base, trying to find his gear.
Yeah.
Good game, though. Great times. I love Metal Gear. It's like my second favorite franchise, honestly. Next to Kingdom Hearts. Is Kingdom Hearts, Metal Gear, and then, like, everything else just sits below that.
Really, I figured your second was Sonic.
It's difficult. I am excited for the new open world Sonic game, though.
Oh yeah, that'll
I'm
be
so
interesting.
excited for that.
Oh, dude, I thought it was funny because I was watching more gameplay of Sonic Colors Ultimate, the Switch port version of it.
No.
Do you know that there is a 25-minute end credits that you can't skip?
What? Why can't you skip it? What do you mean you can't skip it?
Yeah,
Why? Why?
because Nintendo hates us, Joey.
What the fuck, Sega? No, I don't understand that game at all because the original Colors, like I didn't have a Wii, but I was able. There was this little game store near it was near Alex's house actually, my drummer's, and you could go in and you could pick any game off the shelf and you could play it,
Yeah,
and if you liked it, you could buy it. And for a course of a summer or so, I would go there like every other day or so and play games, and they had Colors, and I played through Colors. Fantastic game. I don't know what the hell happened with this re-release, but it's garbage.
yeah.
It's terrible. So good job, Sega.
It was
or
in- I don't
whoever
know,
you
I thought-
out the source to do
Hey,
that.
Nate, don't hate on Sega. They're the ones that are responsible for the Shin Megami Tenseis.
Yeah, and you're responsible for the new movie, so I'm happy for you guys.
Dude, I watched the trailer for that when I went and saw Spider-Man. Oh my god, that was so entertaining.
Spider-Man.
I can't
We
wait.
watched Spider-Man.
Yeah, we did.
That was great.
Right?
I mean-
yeah, spoiler alert, by the
Oh
way.
yeah,
in case
giant
yeah.
spoiler banner.
Yeah.
Massive.
Well, what I like is that this episode won't come out till like a week after, like a little over a week after
Right.
Spider-Man has come out.
But
yeah, it's like
the
still
massive
no
amount of
spoilers.
male nudity was incredible. I'm kidding. Yeah, they did it. They did the Spider-Verse. That's so cool. I mean, we knew.
Yeah, we knew.
We knew.
We knew.
But it's still cool.
Yeah.
And I'm something of a scientist
Just
myself.
myself. Oh my god, dude! Like I was in my chair, I was like, "Oh my god, yes!"
Ah, every meme
I was
that
like,
they
"Yes,
referenced,
please."
every time they referenced a meme, I just did a little bit of a like, I saw the scene with Andrew on his with his arm on the bar, and he was like web block. I'm like, we've
Yeah.
seen that before.
Before.
Yeah, it was so good, so good.
I really liked it. I was extremely entertained.
Oh yeah, I want more. That's the annoying thing. I
Same.
knew if they did that, I would just want to see them more.
I like the joke where there was like after they make Jamie Foxx no longer be Electro, He was like, I was kind of hoping you were black.
Yeah,
There's got to be a black Spider-Man somewhere out there. In the
sultry
multiverse.
voice.
I was like,
you're from Queens. Man, I just thought you would be black, and I'm like, Miles,
yeah.
you're out there. Well, because they have
That was so sad at the very end, though.
which one?
Where
Which time?
where he goes to. I legitimately thought that Toby was gonna die.
Yeah, when he got
Speaking of that, when he got
stabbed.
Yeah, where he.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got the Osborn treatment.
Yeah, Osborn gave him the Osborn.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw that coming too, and then
I thought they were just gonna straight up.
I
Kill
thought
him
they were
off.
going to
I
get
was
rid
like,
of Tobes,
oh,
and I was like, how
fuck.
dare you? But yeah,
I was so happy that he came back because like I figured they were gonna bring Andrew Garfield back, but like I did not know about Toby because like as far as I am aware, like Tobey Maguire is so like out of the public eye these days. This is like who would have known if they would have been able to get him back,
right, and
even if they couldn't, they would have just done the Star Wars treatment where they just have a double and they just do CGI his face over it.
maybe they did. I'm just kidding. No, they didn't. They couldn't have done it any better, in my opinion, unless they brought in like the animated characters too.
Yeah.
Which apparently at some point that had been talked about, bringing in like a version of Gwen played by Emma Stone to give Andrew that like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you're.
Oh my god, dude! Like I felt so sorry for like the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
Oh
because,
my god,
he was
same.
just sad boy the whole time, and I was like,
To be fair, that makes sense for his character. So
Yeah.
it's been some years.
well, because
since.
that's how it was in the comic books too. Like
yeah,
like,
after he lost Gwen, it got bad.
Yeah, like he got murder happy.
Yeah, but I'm really happy they referenced that. Like I got bitter. I stopped
Not
throwing
murder,
my
not
punches.
murder happy, but like he was, like how he described it in the movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like I stopped holding my punches back, and I just fucking.
I kind of want to see that movie.
Right.
Like, because they set up the Sinister Six, and
Yeah.
like they set up that whole thing in Amazing Spider-Man 2, and then they just dropped it because poor reception. But man, now I kind of want to see that movie. Because what else did he do? And how are there no other superheroes in either of their universes?
Yeah, because they're all so surprised.
Yeah,
so it's
I
like,
was in
what?
the Avengers. Fantastic.
Fantastic.
What's that?
That was awesome. It's like, you were in the Avengers? That's amazing.
Are you in a band?
What are they? Avengers, is that a band? Are you in a band?
I love for a moment because
he was so excited that he was in a that he thought he was in a band too. I was like, you're like 10 years older than this character. Like, what the fuck?
Tom was trying to explain. I would get confused if I said Peter,
Yeah.
but Tom was trying to explain that he was in the Avengers. He's like, it's Earth Mightiest Heroes, and for a second you see Bully Maguire come out.
Yeah.
He's like, how is this helping?
Yeah.
It's like, Bully Maguire, my back. Every time they reference the meme,
all the web slinging.
I just, my back. Yeah, I'm so happy with that movie.
It was so but yeah, what I was talking about, like at the very end where he's runs up to MJ and whatever his best friend's name was.
Ned,
yes. Oh my god, I was crushed.
Yeah, that was crushed a few times. First, May, R.I.P. May, but it kind of had to happen because we never lost. I don't know if Uncle Ben died like before Peter
Got
came
his
to May,
yeah.
got his powers or what, but he never had it. With great power comes great responsibility.
Well, I
line.
think the reason why they did that was because like it was supposed to be implied that it already happened.
Yeah,
Because like we've already seen 2 Spider-Man origin movies, we didn't need a third.
true.
Which I wish DC and Warner Brothers would take a lesson from that.
Oh, wouldn't that be lovely? Oh no, we don't need to see how Superman got. We don't need to see how
Well, so I am excited because they are actually doing that with Batman Year 1
or Year 1.
Yeah,
Is it Year 1 or 2?
I thought it was Year 1.
Yeah.
But
whichever
he's
it is,
already because
he's already established.
Yeah, he's already Batman, like Batman being, but he's still like, it's only like a year into him being Batman.
Yeah.
So like he's still like learning how to be Batman. So I thought that was cool.
The last scene of the movie, where he's finally in an apartment.
Yeah, he's got his
rent's due on the first.
Yeah, that I was like, I swear to God, they better get that actor.
I would have fucking cried.
I guess they couldn't get him or something.
Rent. Closes the bathroom door. Rent. But yeah, he's finally in. And to be fair, it's a nice studio apartment. That is a big
For
studio
Queens,
apartment
yeah.
for Queens. So I'm still thinking he has to have some money, right? Something. I don't know.
I mean, it's probably like like, did you play the PlayStation 4 Spider-Man game?
No.
Okay, so like in that, like it literally intros like where No Way Home ends. So I think that they were referencing that.
Oh.
Except it
cool.
wasn't in winter.
Okay.
It's like in like the dead of summer or something. No, so yeah,
Interesting.
like literally how the PS4 spoilers for a game that's been out for 3 years.
Yeah, that's shocking.
I know, right? Because I remember, like, it feels like I was just playing it.
Yeah.
But anyways, it starts off with him listening to a police scanner, and it's just like roaming shots of his apartment, and it's a very
cool.
small studio apartment that looks exactly like the one from the movie.
So they actually reference the game in the movie.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
That's so cool.
right.
But I love the new suit.
Yeah, where it's like the brighter blue, where it's more like it's like the OG
He
suit.
references the other two Spider-Man. I have. It has to be a callback to those two that he saw.
Yeah, because like
it's
they were such an impact on him.
Yeah. So I'm just happy to see a suit with no tech, just him.
Yeah, that was one thing that kind of kept me from liking
Tom Holland's
Spider-Man more, because like it's just like we're literally going to give you like better tech than Iron Man himself has from Iron Man tech. I was just like, this is odd.
It is. It
No,
makes sense
I
in
like
universe.
In universe it makes sense, and I also kind of like it just because like Peter's never had that moment where he's had like a father figure in the comic books or the any of like the cartoons or anything.
And this one
like
has.
the closest he's had to a father figure in like post Ben dying in any of the Spider-Man
Is Osborn.
media is Osborn. Well, there's
Well,
not so it was sort of Osborn in the Tobey Maguire one, but I'm more talking about like so there's two instances. One was Dr. Connors, the Lizard, and the other was Dr. Octavius.
Yeah, he was pretty close to Otto.
Yeah.
Which I'm happy he was.
Because
like,
and that's what I really liked about the like in the game, you do fight the Sinister Six, and it's the so it's not Lizard and Sandman. It's
Dr.
Rhino.
Negative.
Yeah, it's Negative, and well, no, I don't think Negative's part of the Sinister Six.
Oh,
He's his own thing.
okay.
It's the Rhino and fuck, I'd have to look that up.
They show him in this movie, by the way.
Who?
When at the very end, when the portal's opening, and you see those like figure, like the shapeless figures that are just kind of in the cracks of reality, you see like the most clear visual one is the Rhino.
Oh, really? I guess I wasn't paying attention.
There were a few other references in that too, but they kind of happened so quickly. People are going to be breaking this movie down for months.
Scorpion. That's who it was. That's who the other Sinister Six was.
How have we never had an instance of the Black Cat in any of these movies? Like we had
because I feel like the whole reason for it is because the Black Cat is such like an intrinsic and like it takes time to do kind of thing. I mean, because also
they really have to go out of their way.
Yeah, like they'd have to know that they're gonna have like 3 movies in the lineup.
Well, he has 3 more movies coming up now.
Oh, really?
MJ. Well, yeah, he got signed on for 3 more.
Nice.
He's not with MJ,
Well,
obviously, because the whole world doesn't know. That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah. Like no, but yeah, like I'm just saying because like there's the whole thing with Black Cat is like it's this whole thing that just like it develops like over time, and then there's like these complications with it because so like in the comic books he had his thing with Black Cat. It was a big fling kind of deal. Then he meets MJ and they're doing their thing, and then there's times where like their relationship kind of is always on the rocks, and it's like on and off, and so like in between he's hooking up with Black Cat,
and that's kind of where I'm happy that we have a whole fresh start, because they can go anywhere. And this whole movie did not feel like an MCU movie.
Yeah, that's like, I liked that. Well, it wasn't. It was all Sony.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like aside from Doctor Strange being here and one reference to fighting an alien in space, there really wasn't anything else to say, oh, this is a Marvel MCU movie.
And I really liked that.
It felt really on its own. And now they really can't.
Well, because
do
like they
anything.
never like because even though they had 2 movies prior that were on their own, like the first one was literally the entire half of the movie was Tony Stark coming in and being Papa Iron Man.
And in the second one, you had the Skrulls posing as Nick Fury, and you had S.H.I.E.L.D. basically, and so he was still being helped by a lot of other people.
Yeah.
So I'm just happy he's on his own, and we can do his own thing. And with 3 more movies, they could introduce Black Cat. They could introduce all these other things. That
they gave us teasers for Scorpion.
In No Way Home.
Not No Way Home, but in the end credit scene in Homecoming.
Oh, he's in the
taught.
jail with Vulture.
When Vulture is in jail, the guy he's talking to,
he has a
scorpion tattoo, and then because we never heard his name. Like we've seen him in the movie, but we never heard his name. He said like Vulture says his name at the end of that scene,
right?
And it's the name of the guy that becomes the Scorpion.
Perfect. And then these they already have Prowler because they had
do they have Prowler?
Oh my god, what's his name? He was in Community. Absolutely hilarious. He was in Solo. He played Calrissian.
Donald Glover.
Gambino. Donald Glover. Yeah. Thank you. He was in Homecoming.
Yes, you're right.
And he's the Prowler.
Yes.
Because he mentions he has a nephew in Queens.
And and they have the same last name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the Prowler.
Yeah.
So they could.
Shit, I forgot about that. Yeah, they could. Yeah.
They could bring in Childish Gambino, and they could bring in his nephew, because by this point it's been 4 years. Oh my god, it's been 4 years.
Well, did they ever mention how? Like, because I thought, in that scene, his nephew was like younger, like a child.
He was, but it's. I mean, if he was in middle school, by now he's already in high school.
Yeah.
And
which is when Miles gets his powers. So yeah.
Right. So cool.
Yeah.
And if they're introducing Kingpin into Hawkeye, which they are.
Oh, they are? Well, they already gave us
Daredevil.
Yeah, they gave us Daredevil.
Charlie Cox.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was
so
great.
Stoked.
I was so happy because my theater was like super hyped.
Yeah.
Because we went on the day before the premiere. And like you see him sit, you see the cane, and everyone's like, yes!
Yeah.
But
that was great. And then he
catches
does
the brick.
Catches the
How did you do that? I'm a
really good lawyer.
Beautiful. So yeah, I'm so excited for where they can go.
I'm so hyped. Like I hope they give us like the Wilson Fisk from the Daredevil.
It is. Oh yeah, it's.
And I don't mean like just the actor. I mean like they bring that whole they bring that whole Daredevil, like the Defenders Netflix universe, to the MCU.
Those were already set in universe.
Well, sorta. They kept it very
vague.
Yeah, because the only thing that we got was one of the only things we got was in the very first episode of Daredevil, where he mentions the Avengers, but he doesn't actually say the Avengers.
He says Battle New York, right?
Yeah, well, he says it's not it's we're in a different era now. There's people with flying hammers and metal suits, and
keeps it vague.
Yeah.
If for some reason we have to pull out of these universes.
Yeah. Exactly. Like that.
It was never mutants. It was oh my god, what did they call Wanda? And they call them something else, Magnificent Children or something like that. It's like, no, they're mutants. They are mutated. They are mutants. Say the name. But Doctor Strange is gonna be great.
I saw the trailer.
Yeah.
At the end of the
It's not
credits,
a post-credit scene. It's just a trailer.
Yeah.
Which they brought in Evil Strange from the
that.
What If series.
I'm so excited.
I know. Because he is evil.
Yeah.
Like beyond evil.
Well, it's something I've always really wanted too. Like I've always wanted Benedict Cumberbatch to play an evil bastard, and like we can finally get that with Evil Strange.
I mean, if you saw Star Trek Into Darkness, he's kind of evil.
Oh yeah, doesn't he play? Yeah, he plays Khan.
But even then,
I was
Khan's
never really
not really evil. He's just really smart and doesn't want his people to die.
Yeah.
Like in context, Khan is he just doesn't want his friends to die.
Yeah.
And you kill him This
I
is a bit
think
more
I think the
complex.
I think the original Khan movie was different because like he was actually like from
And
like
better.
a planet of barbarians that like just wanted to just murder.
Superhumans that were just, if they weren't controlled, yeah. Um, Complete tangent to Spider-Man, but in the MCU in general. Sarah and I have been getting into Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Oh my god.
I thought it was funny because you guys were like, we have to like. This was post our recording. I can't remember what we were doing, but like we were doing something. We were trying to do something for either the channel or for one of our friends. And they're like, well, we gotta do this quick because I gotta at least watch one episode of Discovery before I go to bed.
It's so good. So I've been, for anyone who knows me, I've been a huge Star Wars fan my entire life. I've never really been into the Trek stuff. I kind of watched the J.J. Abrams films, but even then it was like, they're okay. Star Trek Discovery is like an adult version of the J.J. Abrams films.
Okay.
So it's shot almost the same way with like the tilty cams, the weird like camera tricks and stuff where they like the opening of a scene is like the camera upside down and then it flips to the right side and a lot of lens flare. And I think it's done because they do that because they want to pull in the people who like the J.J. Abrams films.
Yeah.
But it's much darker. It covers much more adult topics. At one point, they're talking about they have this drive on their ship that allows them to literally teleport anywhere in the universe using a network of spores that travel the universe or whatever. That's as simple as I can get that explanation. But the first time this character learns about it, the engineer's like, this is, and then this character's like, it's fucking awesome. I'm like, Star Trek. Star Trek. Okay. And the engineer's like, it is fucking awesome. I'm like, Star Trek. So it's, I don't know.
See, I really want to watch Lower Deck.
I've heard that that's interesting.
Yeah, well, it's like every clip I've seen from it makes me laugh. So I mean, like it can't be bad.
Fair.
I also like the animation style.
It is good. This
like
shows...
outside of anime, like I am actually a very huge, just like in
Cartoon
general,
fan.
animation fan. Like
Yeah.
dude, I've been watching fucking Inside Job, the new Alex Hirsch series on Netflix.
I haven't heard of it.
Oh my god! After this, we'll watch it. I'll have you watch a few episodes. It's fucking hilarious.
Noted.
Yeah, you know Gravity Falls
Yes.
is the same creator.
Okay. Cool.
That's what I've been told, at least. I would actually need to.
The only thing
I
know
don't have a
about
general
Gravity-
mistrust of my friends, so like I'll have to actually. So there will be
I'm
times.
sorry.
So there are times.
I just generally don't trust what my friends say. Good to know.
Well, no, I said I don't have a general mistrust of my friends. I said I don't have a mistrust.
Well, I heard that wrong.
So like sometimes my friends will tell me things and I'm just like, okay, that sounds right, and then I'll find out it's completely wrong. But it's like, but my friends wouldn't lie to me.
Fool.
Fool! Fool! What right do you have to believe in your friends? Don't you know a friend today can be your enemy tomorrow? Fool! I feel like this is exactly,
That's exactly
a
what
sentence
Excalibur
that
would say.
Excalibur would
Fool,
have.
what right do you have to trust anyone? Hey, Houdini. I have no experience with Gravity Falls outside of knowing that some of it has crossed over into Rick and Morty.
Yeah, because Alex Hirsch and Justin Roiland are very good friends. So it's the same thing where, yeah, like Gravity Falls has gone into Rick and Morty. If you watch Gravity Falls, you'll see Rick and Morty references.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Even though
Even though it was a
one's
Disney show.
Yeah, one's a lot more adult-oriented and the other one's directed at kids.
Well, Gravity Falls was originally supposed to be like followed after Rick and Morty
Oh.
because it was supposed to be part of the Rick and Morty multiverse.
Oh.
Yeah.
But then they were like, nah, this is a kid's
Yeah,
show
but
now.
it's like Adult Swim was like this. We like it, but I mean, like we're just gonna stick with this.
Okay.
Well, I guess they just didn't want like too much going on.
Yeah, it's a lot of science shows in one place.
Well, not exactly science shows, but it's just like you don't want your audience like you don't want to keep regurgitating the same shit, and like your audience just like peters out, and you get less views.
Yeah.
But I mean, like it worked out in their favor that it became a Disney show. I mean, it's just like it didn't last long, but it wasn't meant to last long. Like it was supposed to be only like 2 seasons.
I remember,
I believe.
I remember seeing that post where they were like trying to figure out how to get rid of Bill.
Oh yeah, so
And
yeah,
it's-
Bill. Yeah, so Gravity Falls spoilers. So yeah, like Bill Sipe, because he's literally a god.
Yeah.
And so yeah, like they forgot to erase it off their whiteboard. So like for 2 months straight, there was just when they were trying to figure out a good way to get rid of Bill Cipher in the show, they just put it down on the board, how to kill God.
So anyone visiting the
The
office, would just see that on
anyone
a
visiting
whiteboard.
the Disney office just would walk past a whiteboard.
How to
How to
kill
kill
God.
God.
I mean, to be fair,
I wouldn't
I'm
be
pretty
surprised if that was next on the mouse's agenda.
Fair, but also fair. I'm pretty sure that's been on every whiteboard of every Square Enix meeting since like the 80s. Like, how to kill God.
God.
Trap it in a crystal. Ooh,
Shin
that
Megami
worked out.
Tensei's never had that issue.
Do they never have to kill their BBEGs?
No, they well, like it's like, how do we kill God? Get an edgy teenager on that shit.
Well, that's Kingdom Hearts too.
Yeah.
To be fair, the formula's been here for a while. Anyway.
Shin Megami Tensei. How do we kill God / Lucifer? Get an edgy adolescent. Get an edgy 20-something involved.
We'll do it.
Persona games. How do we kill God? Get an edgy teenager involved.
Well, for Kingdom Hearts, it's get the best good boy who's friends with everybody,
Yeah.
and then he'll just tell God that Kingdom Hearts is light, and he'll go, yeah. All Ansem needed is some sunglasses. That's all I'm saying. He would have been fine. Anyway,
You Norda boy.
get my boy some Oakleys. That's a line from
Get that
somewhere.
get that bitch a Ray-Ban.
It's literally a line from somewhere. It's like the last fight, because in Kingdom Hearts 1, it's like the door opens and Ansem's like blinded. And I forget the video, but it's like, shit, get my boy some Oakleys. It's like... It was a great line. I thought
great.
it was funny. Oh, yeah.
You Norda boy.
This is completely random. Kroger is selling Christmas trees for 50 cents right now. That face was my face. Because nobody's buying them. So up at Kroger right now,
What?
you could get 10
What?
Christmas trees for $5. Hey Josh, you want to get some Christmas trees?
Not really.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't need Christmas tree. I was like, we just like put them in a pile and light them on fire, but they're pine trees, so they won't actually light.
No, they'll just drip.
Yeah, that's
Wait.
just because the sap will like extinguish any flame that
No,
tries.
the sap should catch fire.
Should
Sap-
it?
Sap is like napalm.
I don't know about that. Is it?
Basically, it's like if you throw pine needles on a fire, they just like catch really extremely fast.
Yeah.
And then pine, like sap, also like
Well,
it
got
will
50
drip
cents.
while on fire. We can go test
like-
this right now. But even then, we could get
It's
like
not
5...
arson. It's role playing.
It's role playing. We could get like 5 trees, and I'll have firewood for the rest of the winter. Like, this is the cheapest lumber on the planet. Lumber shortage, my ass. Those trees are 50 cents.
Well, because nobody's making fucking meeting room tables out of pine trees.
Why not? Cut them in half, stick them together.
Nobody's making a house out of pine.
I see a good market here.
Speaking of things that are cheaper than you'd expect them to be, I found out bricks are super cheap.
Yeah,
68 cents a brick,
yeah. Which apparently is expensive.
which
to
was a
some
really
people.
good
Wait, why do you need bricks? Yeah, let's back this up. Why are you buying bricks, Josh?
So I did I don't know what it's called. I guess it's a gift exchange. Some people I think it's a white elephant, but like what it was is like we had a last night I was at this gift exchange thing where it's everybody brings a gift. We take a card from a small deck of playing cards,
Yeah.
and then the other then the host pulls out a deck of the exact same cards and is like, okay, like who has this card?
See, this sounds so complicated, and this is why I didn't go.
Well, oh no, this is another friend's place.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't make that one because I'd already promised to go to this one. So like what? Well, so what it was is like there was like 13 of us. It was like so like pull or no, there's 10 of us. It was like pull 10 cards. No, it was 13. Yeah, it's like pull 13 cards. So it was ace through king.
Yeah.
From one deck of cards, and then he pulled this exact same ones out of another deck of cards.
Okay.
So everyone's holding on to a card, and then the host has the other deck. So you can call them out. It's like a raffle.
Okay.
Like it's the exact same like a raffle. Like you have one ticket, and then the dealers have the other ticket.
This sounds so confusing.
It's not at all, Joey.
My brain don't work.
Brain don't do good.
Gift.
No, so one of the rules was that you could steal gifts from other people. But like you can only do it a certain amount of times for each person, and one particular gift can only be stolen a certain amount of times.
Yeah, 3 times, and then it's no longer
Last
stealable.
year, it was a joke because someone brought in something so heavy that everyone made the joke that it was a bag of bricks.
Oh no!
So this year,
You bought $20
I
worth
bought-
of bricks.
no, I only bought 5 bricks. So it was only $3.
You bought bricks to a
yeah.
white elephant Christmas exchange.
Yeah, and so there was just a bag of bricks being passed around.
So, tangent, but this reminds me. There was you ever heard of the content houses out in LA?
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
did,
where there's just like 20 TikTokers in like one like $20 million house.
yeah. A while ago, there was a group of this for YouTube and Twitch. Pokemon is in that house, and they did this gift exchange. Except one of them, and
You said Pokemon's in the house, like I know what you're talking about.
she's a Twitch streamer.
I know that, but like is she famous?
Yes.
Okay.
She's up there. She's big. Anyway, they're all
Actually, you know what? She would have to be if I heard about her.
right. Yeah. Rip. So it was like $1,000 each that they had to spend on this. And one of them literally bought $1,000 worth of raw, unprocessed, crude oil in barrels. And so one of them picked up the card for it and was like,
Wow.
perfect, awesome, and just wheels in like 5 barrels of oil.
Also, that what I said wasn't a backhand comment at Pokemon's. I was.
Who the fuck is that?
No, I just like they'd have to be famous for me to hear about them. That's not me being arrogant. I don't watch Twitch streamers. Like, you can name the top 10 Twitch streamers, and I guarantee you, I probably only heard of maybe 1 or 2 of them.
I mean, that's fair. I've been streaming on Twitch since 2014, and I don't know anybody.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. I'll be streaming, and somebody will hop in and is like, oh, do you know da-da-da? I'm like, not at all.
Yeah.
Outside of streaming on this platform, I spend very little time on Twitch.
Well, yeah,
this
because
is not
like,
a slight to Twitch.
Yeah.
I just don't do it.
Yeah, because I only heard about Mr. Beast at the beginning of this year. Apparently, he's been doing things for years now.
You just heard of Mr. Beast?
At the beginking of this year, yeah.
Holy God. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's been buying houses for people for years.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
His videos actually kind of annoy me. Because it's like, I have more money than God, and I just bought an entire island. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, Mr.
I'm going
Beast.
I'm going to give this island away to somebody, and I'm going to sell this house to somebody for $1, and it was like a fucking $5 million mansion.
Yeah, I'm like, that'd be great. Could you just like donate that maybe instead?
Well, it's the Oprah thing where like she's giving a card to everybody, but
Still gotta
she's
pay the
also
property taxes.
she's also now shoving a bunch of property tax like just taxes on people that they can't afford.
Like the Extreme Makeover Home Editions.
Yeah.
Many of those houses end up being sold within a very short amount of time because the property taxes are absolutely insane.
Yeah.
And the people just can't afford them. Things like that. I mean, why not just, build somebody a affordable home?
Have you ever seen Meat Canyon?
No.
He's a animator on YouTube. Dude's fucking hilarious. I guarantee you I've shown him some. He was making a joke about content creators like that.
Oh,
Or like
great.
the people, where the people that, it's like he animated it is like, I got you another Porsche. And then his friend in the car is like, hey man, it's like, that's cool that you want to give this super expensive thing to me. I like it. But I have 4 Porsches already. I deliver pizzas for a living. Do you know how much of a jackass I look at delivering pizzas in a Porsche? Do you also know that I can't afford the property tax on 5 Porsches? It's like you're hurting me doing this.
Sell them.
Yeah.
To be fair, you could sell them.
And then the fucking content creator that they were making fun of is just like turns and is like Buzz, like, you are my friend. That is your existence in this world. Then he just like eats them.
Why are you attacking Mr. Beast like that?
It wasn't Mr. Beast. It was just like an amalgamation of just. It was just supposed to be all those
creators. Yeah. Okay. To be fair. Oh, it's a dog.
Yeah.
I was like, who the fuck is downstairs going? Well, that would be a dog, Joey.
I love how you believe in your head, and it's not that like this isn't true because we are this fucking weird, but you believe in your head that your friends to be so goddamn weird that when you hear barking, you believe first that one of your friends is in your house making barking noises before you think like, hey, maybe it's an actual dog.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, my friends are that goddamn weird, man. I would believe it was them before I would believe it was a canine. Hell, I've had other friends walk in the house and instead of telling me they're here, they just go, like, oh, Cheryl's here. Like, yeah.
I just kick your door and just like, guess what's up, sluts? Guess who just got out of prison?
That's how you've introduced yourself so many times that I'm almost disappointed when you don't do it.
Although I don't think I can use that word on Twitch.
How dare you? You just did.
I know.
And look, we have not been smoted.
Smoted.
We have not been smot.
Well, we're looking at OBS, not Twitch itself.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've
done this. The one thing that I don't like about being on Twitch is that there's one particular word that I use a lot that I'm not allowed to say anymore.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
No, because
Do
it'll take us down.
Do it. Don't be a bitch.
It starts with an S and ends with an imp.
So, I have a command in my stream.
Yeah.
And it's the hydrate one. People use it all the time. It's like, drink water. Haha. Instead, I've changed mine to make me sip for water.
I don't like that at all.
Make me sip for water. It's so close. So close. You don't like that, Josh? Why don't you like that, Josh?
That makes me uncomfortable.
Good water.
Good water. Water is just chemical soup. I'll see myself out now.
Until next time, Skeletor riding away on a bike.
Yeah.
I love those posts.
So
just
do
say
I.
something
They're
absolutely
fucking great.
Dumb and stupid and just be like, until next time, humans.
I love the Skeletor memes. There's also the He-Man ones.
And I said, hey, yeah. My voice is gone. It's dead. I've been doing content for so long, Josh.
I gotta see if I can find it.
Oh no. Oh god.
I found a Skeletor meme a while back.
Oh no.
Can't remember if I saved them.
Scroll away, boy. Do the scroll. Do the scroll.
I did not.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
You didn't save it?
No. Well, because I send out all my memes, so like I end up like just being able to like go through my
So now you have to find who you sent it to.
Oh no, that was way too long ago. That's we're gonna be here forever if we do that.
It's okay. We got a semblance of time. When did we begin?
I don't remember.
Neither do I. I don't know how long we've been here. Twitch, how long have you been streaming?
Does anyone really know how long
Somebody
we've been
comment. Or if you're watching on YouTube, leave a notice below.
No.
If you're watching on Spotify, you can't talk to us. Why bother?
You can't watch on Spotify.
Wait, listen on Spotify? You know what I'm saying. It's been a long month. It's been a long year. Who's excited for the 20 of the 2-2? I'm excited for the 20 of the 2-2.
Oh, yeah, here's one. It's not my favorite. It's like, the only part of your reflection you can lick is your tongue. Until next time.
Until next time.
It's so weird that Mark Hamill is now the voice for Skeletor.
I'm so happy. He's the perfect voice.
Yeah, oh no, like he's absolutely perfect for it, but
I need to watch that series.
So do I.
Do you find another one?
He got caught lacking.
Huh?
I found a clip where Skeletor got caught lacking.
What do you mean?
He got his hand like I haven't seen it, but like it was a clip someone sent me. It was and it was oh damn, it's just because I can't say. It's like I didn't know Skeletor was such a simp.
Simp.
Oh, you did. I didn't know Skeletor was such a simp. There was a scene where so apparently he gets his hands on the sword. And like he acted as like, I have the power. He did all that. And then I can't remember the female minion of his. That is definitely his side piece. His main piece. When you're Skeletor, every girl can be your main piece. Let's be fair.
That's true. Got bone for days.
But it was like he did the whole high of the power and all that, and like that woman came on and she was like, it's like, you having all this power is very attractive. She was coming on to him and everything.
Ooh.
Yeah, and she was like, you, me, throne. And he was like, fine, return power. And then like goes to he's like, I can get into this.
He gave up the power to get laid?
Yeah. Simp.
What?
And so like they get to the throne, she climbs on him and everything. They start making out. Which, how do you make out with a skull?
Actually in the cartoon?
Yeah, it's like, how do you make out with a skull? And she just steals the sword from him. My boy Skeletor got caught lacking.
The power of boners will make you give up the ultimate power in the universe. What?
My boy Skeletor got caught lacking.
Oh my god. Things like that remind me. Did you ever? I know we don't talk about it. The live action DBZ. He can't do
live action DBZ. There is no live action DBZ.
Well, let's pretend there was for a moment.
Okay, I'll humor you.
He can't do the Kamehameha until Chi-Chi's like, if you do this, you and me can be. He does it to get laid. He does it for the power of boners. The power of boners allows him to do the how? It's just him. He has the power. He doesn't need. Your stone cold face is not helping me in this situation. Josh, respond to me, please.
I did not know that was a thing.
You haven't seen it, have you? You've never seen it.
I've seen clips.
Oh,
where he's in fucking high school and...
Oh, so you haven't actually watched the horror that is this film.
I want to set fire to everyone that had anything to do with this movie.
Boy. It's so bad that it's so good to watch.
I can't describe how much I hate this.
You don't know.
I hate this.
He does the Kamehameha for the chance to get some.
I've seen what the Kamehameha in that looks like too. It's literally just
airbending.
It's literally just a blue ball. It's like
it's airbending.
Yeah,
he's literally an airbender in this. Which again,
I hate.
He's a better airbender than the live action Avatar.
Joey, I hate.
Goku's an airbender. Piccolo's a lizard. Like, this whole movie makes no sense.
I'm hard tangent switching. Like I'm glossing over all of that.
All the energy in your body just vanished when I talked about this.
I'm glossing over all of that. We're gonna start talking about Pokemon now.
You started streaming. How was it?
It was
the game?
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna talk about. I wanted to talk more about like how I was like my first time streaming by solo.
Yeah,
that was very. That was very interesting.
Was it cathartic?
Not cathartic, but like I had a lot because like I actually had a lot more people turn out than I thought would, and I was very happy. Thank you all very much for showing up to that. That was very wonderful.
Continue.
Yeah, and so I was able to do a lot more bouncing back and forth than I thought I would. So I guess my only experience with seeing people doing that is like people that get like hundreds of people that show up at a time, and comments are just like just fucking nonstop scrolling down.
I
So
hate
like,
that.
how do you like?
I hate that.
How do you interact with people when you like
You
a
don't.
comment will be on there for like maybe 1/10 of a second?
You don't. Instead, what you do is you set up a Discord where your moderators can talk with you, things like that, and you talk with them. Or you talk with a select group of people that you give access to a Discord channel, something like that. But people who have thousands of followers, they're not talking to those followers. They're talking to somebody else, or they're playing the game and just talking to themselves. And that's I can't get into that part of Twitch.
Yeah.
Tease. I'm on too many platforms. But that's what I love about my Twitch is that I've had a community since 2014. And if I go live, some of them are going to show up. And it's really nice to be able to just be like, oh, hey, how's it going? And then just have a conversation. That's really nice.
So, like, on one hand, it's like you think, like, oh, only close friends are watching. Of course they are because they're close friends. It's not like I'm actually getting an actual following. You kind of have that feeling, which is kind of a bummer because then I just feel bad. Like, but they're my close friends and I like that they're showing up. But then I have that feeling like, yay, it's like the people that I know that I can bounce off of and like the people that I'm comfortable with, I'm able to have a conversation with on here.
Yeah.
And I feel like that makes for more organic content that when we start putting it out on other platforms, people will see and people will be like, oh, okay, like this is how they are. I like this. I'm going to subscribe and keep watching them.
Yep. We got to get you 50 followers, or us 50 followers.
Yeah.
Hi. If you're one of
It's
the
our
5
channel,
people watching this right now, yes, I counted.
Do we got 5 people watching this?
Please consider leaving a comment, just hanging out and talking with us. We'd love to interact with you guys.
Yeah.
And if you find this content interesting, please leave a follow. But yeah, we got to get up to 50 followers. We can apply for an affiliation, and then we, as for content, can get our own emotes for Twitch.
Nice.
So when you stream, people can do their own emotes. You can do channel points, rewards for viewers, things like that.
I just want emotes that are related to only multiplayer games, and then we only ever play single player RPGs.
So like a 1v1 me
yeah.
emotes, a fucking this RNG sucks emotes.
Yeah.
You can have
My teammates suck.
Number 1 victory royale.
I got play of the game.
Got play of the game. It's just me
on
and an
Final
RPG.
Fantasy. Play of the game on the very first final Fire Emblem.
Does that mean everyone else died except one character? You permadeath like 40 people?
Yeah, I just got rid of 40 characters.
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea. That's good. And then for my channel, we use something called the Gorsh board for like interactions and stuff.
I like the Gorsh board.
And, yeah, there's like 6 spots or something like that.
Yeah.
Did I do 6? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, instead of a top
Jimmy
5.
Beast. Is that Mr. Beast?
No. No, just some Irish boy. Good kid. And then Brett,
Yeah.
sibling, they hopped in and they gifted some subs, so they made it to the list. And then Fake 90s Kid being my all-time top subscriber.
Is that your sister?
Sibling.
Sibling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hopped in
yeah,
and they gifted
they're
some
not.
subs.
Yeah, they're non-binary.
They're not. Yeah, they're non-binary.
Yeah, your sibling.
Yeah, which is dope. We're still trying to find if and when we have spawns, what they want to be called as an aunt or uncle. And
yeah, because there's no gender neutral form. Because there's gender neutral for parent, sibling, child. There's no gender neutral for like aunt and uncle.
There is.
Is there?
It's not common. So we want to ask them what they would like to go by. Because it could be they want to go by uncle or, we'll figure it out. But I'm excited. So, also they're gonna be the first person we tell, which is gonna be exciting.
I see how it is.
Yeah.
Uncle Josh.
Uncle Josh.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What'eth dotheth fucketh.
This sounds like South Park. What the fuck?
So do you plan
What
on
the fuck?
streaming other things besides just Pokemon?
I do, but like there's some stuff like it also has to do with videos that we have coming out next year that I want to get through Pokemon first.
Yeah.
Or like I want Pokemon to be the majority
Yeah. Well, to do that, you need to be streaming a lot to get that content too.
Yeah, I know, but it's one of those things where it's like I haven't been able to stream this much this week because
The holidays.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not like I was like, oh yeah, I'll just do one a week, maybe 2 hours. Of
We're
stream.
literally
No, it's
coming
not
up
that.
on
It's
the
literally
busiest time of year for all of us, and it's just
it's literally like the plan was to go 4 days a week, 3 hours a day.
Yeah. Oh, my band is doing a interesting thing in 2022.
Yeah,
A song a month.
really.
Yep.
It's gonna be interesting.
We already have 6 songs.
Dude, I am terrified by all the like nerdcore like rappers and like like some of these other like rappers and trap artists I listen to, where they're coming out with songs once a week.
I don't know how.
It's like, yeah, neither do I. It's
Like,
fucking terrifying.
From a writing perspective, it takes me like a month just to write.
Well,
good
so and
lyric
like this
base.
isn't discrediting nerdcore rappers, because like that's they've had enough of that from people. Like, it's not real music. It's like they're
It's
making
music.
they're making music. They're writing lyrics. It's about
That's-
a subject matter.
That's called music.
All because it's about an anime or video game character or franchise doesn't mean it's not real music.
Exactly.
Yeah, so like it's like I think having like taking a character that has a lot of backstory makes it easier.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you also got to think like when they first started this, they probably came out like they probably created like 10 or 15 songs before they started doing this, so they could come out with 1 song a week.
Yeah. Yeah, fair.
So that they'd be ahead.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we're doing with this. I mean, we have 6 songs prepared, ready to
Yeah.
go. They just need some fine-tuning. So the song a month thing is now just finishing these 6 songs.
Well, I think that's also another thing because like so like if you like listen to originally I was only listening to Fable. Like I found one nerdcore song of his that I really enjoyed. It was about Rising of the Shield Hero. And I was like, I probably won't really get into nerdcore stuff just because like I don't really like media where all it is because I didn't think it was uncreative. I just thought it was like, I don't know, just like there was something that didn't feel original about it. Then the more I started listening to different artists and I started actually listening to paying attention to the lyrics in the song where they're actually putting themselves in it, I was like, okay, this is actually something that's really cool and amazing.
Yeah.
So originally I was just, okay, like I don't really like this, I'm only going to listen to Fable. Then Fable song led me to a Daddy Fat Snap songs, who's probably Daddy Fat Snap. Not to put any of them on a hierarchy, I love all you guys, but like it's like any of them are gonna see this. I love all you guys, but like Daddy Fat Snaps probably like Daddy Fat Snaps and Fable are probably the 2 that like have the particular sound that I love the most. So I was like, okay, I'll listen to this one Daddy Fat Snap song. Then I started listening to more. Then it's like, okay, here's Game Boy Jones. Okay, here's Hala CG. Here's Chi-Chi. Here's...
You just fell
And it
down the rabbit
yeah,
hole.
Yeah, it's like, here's Cam Steady or video game rap battles as it used to be. It's like, here's JT Music. I was like, ah!
Overload.
Yeah. But, and yeah, now I'm subscribed to like fucking 12 of them.
Great. I'm trying to see
What's up?
on the bottom of my screen how long it says we've been recording. Oh,
I'm doing a thing.
you are doing a thing.
Where would it be at? I haven't used...
Oh, come here.
An hour and 18 minutes.
Hour and 18? My goodness.
Hour 18 minutes.
I know I have to start setting up for a party here.
Yeah,
Just
that's
a
true.
bit. We've got a party for Chrimbus. We're making our very first charcuterie board.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because we got fancy. And I'm
got
making
fancy.
a chili cheese dip.
Nice.
Oh, I could eat that all by
I
myself.
wanted to spend so much time talking about Pokemon on this episode, and
And then
I-
it just devolved into Bleach and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not bad, though. Well,
I mean, it's
shit.
the stuff people are talking about right now. So I mean, that's a good thing to be talking. That's how we get people to.
This is
That's how we get algorithms to send people our way.
Yeah, watch this all the way through. Never stop watching. Watch more. Consume more. We'll love you guys, and we'll see you soon. So, is that how you end podcasts now? just like
Just fucking hypnotoad it.
Thank you. Yeah, I couldn't think of the word. Yeah.
You will watch Hypnotoad.
So there will be a lot more streams of Pokemon, and
Yeah.
still planning on releasing stuff at the beginning of 2022.
I'm
which
excited.
is just going to be a hell of a year.
Yeah, dude, I'm really excited just because this really feels like something that we're like actually professionally kickstarting, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah. Every time we do it, it just looks a little bit better. I still want to update
Yeah.
this whole format to be a bit more clean. This is okay. I feel like this whole, I don't know, I just feel like it could still be better somehow, and I'll work on that.
Well, I mean, like until we get to the day where like we actually like have our own like office
Yeah.
that we're able to take out like an actual like
The best way
production,
to
like
do
an
it
actual
would be
studio.
somebody doing a video switchboard while we're doing this, so when one of us is talking, they can live switch camera A, camera B.
Yeah.
Those things.
I'm sure there's plenty of people that
professional.
would want to help.
If you are looking to do nothing on Sundays except listen to two people ramble about absolutely anything, and you want to sit there and click
you're okay
transition,
with being paid in food and not actual money.
contact us at FSOC creation777@gmail.com.
Yep.
I'm so surprised I remembered that, actually. Or reach out to us on the socials. We're on the tweets and
Yeah, we're on the Twitters and
talks
the
that tick.
Instagrams and
And
the talking
Instagrams,
ticks.
yeah. I've got to upload more.
We need to put.
We need to make more.
Yeah, we need to do. That's probably what we'll do after this.
Yep.
Honestly,
Yee.
because like I had been like literally on my way up here, I was like, "There's a lot of short form content I have a lot of ideas of," but at the same time, what the short form content is to put on TikTok is just an excuse for me to go out and buy nerd shit.
Hey, that's the best excuse. I did an entire TikTok about my new phone. Are you kidding me? Like,
Did you?
yeah. I was like, hey, I have a camera.
Did you
that
make
can-
it on your old phone?
I made it on this. You made it on this one.
No, because like that would have been funny. Like you have like
Yeah.
you make it on your old phone, showing off the new phone, and then like later,
Oh God, no.
goodbye old phone.
We
you
had to
suck.
We had to trade that in, so it was given away
okay,
at
never
the
mind.
store. I was very big sad because Sarah got to take a picture of her phone with her iPod Touch, which her iPod Touch is as old to her iPhone XR as her iPhone XR will be to her iPhone 13, in terms of when she got it, and that's terrifying to me.
Yeah.
The jump in technology, but
Oh.
then how similar the XR is to the 13.
Well, what really scares me is like thinking about the iPod because like fucking people don't know what the iPod Touch is anymore.
It was like a phone, but not a phone.
Yeah, it was literally like it was pretty much their like launch to the very first like touch screen, like like it was like the very first everyday touch screen
MP3
appliance.
player, yeah.
Well,
You
just
had-
like just appliance because like there's been touchscreen in the past, but like it was never like
it was
anything that any schmuck can get.
it was released at
and
the
hold in
second
the palm of
gen
their hands.
iPhone. When the second gen iPhone came out,
I thought
they
it was the
came out-
first.
Mm-mm. It was the iPhone first, and then second gen iPhone came out, and they came out with the iPod Touch, because they developed the technology to actually use the plastic back to get the Wi-Fi, but it had no camera.
Yeah.
I remember that. It was a big, thick thing that had no camera.
Yeah, it was funny because everyone thought it had a camera because they had the big like black like covering where a camera would go.
Yeah, nothing.
They did come
And
out
then-
with like I think it was the next version of the iPod Touch. They
Had a
came out with
camera?
a camera, but you had to pay like extra for it.
It was on the front and back. No, it was just there. But it was still like, no, I'm completely lying to you. It had a camera on the back, but it was like 2 megapixels. And then finally, they had the first selfie camera on like the third gen iPod Touch, and it looked like garbage.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I still have them somewhere. They no longer work, but they're just bricks, like history bricks
Same,
that I
yeah.
have. Speaking of history bricks, I have a Apple G2 tower downstairs.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that before we started
A blue
recording.
translucent tower that I'm thinking it still works, shockingly.
Yeah, from like fucking 2001.
Yeah. And I want to piece it together with the entire rig and like either have it as a piece of history that just sits in my house, or if anyone's interested in an Apple G2 blue translucent tower,
Yeah.
let me know at FSOCCreation777@gmail. This is officially off the rails. Squarely,
Hey.
succinctly off the rails. Anything else you'd like to say, Josh?
I yeah, like since we just started this whole thing, like getting to the level that we're at now, like been getting a lot more support, and I want to thank you all for watching and listening to our stuff. Please continue to support us. We really appreciate it. And if you can, maybe spread the word a little. Word of mouth does a lot more for people than you think it does.
Yeah, share this around. Like I said, we're on the Instagram, the Twitters, the TikToks. Starting in January, we are going to have a lot more short-form content available, so if you guys would like that, be sure to, if you're listening on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe, follow if you're on Spotify, and if you're on the Twitch, go ahead and leave a follow as well. And we will see you guys soon.
Yeah.
Happy day before Christmas.
Yeah, because this will be, if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas Eve.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas Eve.
This is Chrimbus.
Chrimbus. Go moisten your well-trimmed
Sure.
Chrimbus bush for the winter man so he can bring gifts. All right, I'm going to turn this off now. We're the Breakroom!